Hi guys, welcome back to Diablo. Act 5.
The Nephilim! Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
I think not. People are dying down there. They need my help.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tell Tyrael I will meet him in Westmarch. Go!
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die!
No! The gates! Still waiting.
Different to that. Dark
Not ready yet.
Don't go out into the streets.
Why not?
Browsing's free.
For fun and not
for
doing
now.
I'll get rid of one of these. Oh, 25376. Original place. Why not really give you that much difference? You just get more damage as well. I got 30% crit. Place them back in. Treasure box for another time.
It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Is anyone alive in there?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
Wait! You're the wizard who saved Bastion's Keep. You'll save us too, won't you?
Of course. It's what I do.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
Demon blood? They were just innocent people. deal.
No.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
Prepare for a long fight!
Alright.
Ah, we found you.
Tyrael, why is Malthael so intent on destroying this city?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
Though we are descended from angels as well as demons, Malthael is so short-sighted, he can only see our demonic heritage.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's bane! This is worse than I feared!
Holy
What are
shit.
these things?
A death maiden! Stop her!
Nebula, your soul will be mine.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
Wow. Wow. That's just extermination.
Just tell me where to find Malthael, and I'll put an end to this carnage.
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
But why does he want the stone? Is there any way to find out?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
You'd best get started on figuring it out. If you need me, I'll be saving the city.
That's what we'll be doing. Oh, let's talk to him.
What brings the Herodrim back now?
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Well, perhaps someday I will solve that problem.
That's a sliver, that's quite big.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
What could have changed him so?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
Frankly, I don't really care. Death is meant to free our souls, not devour them. How can studying the sliver of the Black Soul Stone reveal Malthael's plans to you?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
General Torian, that Death Maiden in the cathedral was using an arcane magic unfamiliar to me. Do you know what she was doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
Not for long. He will soon find himself without his unending army, once I destroy these crucibles. The soul crucibles turn the dead into reapers?
Sadly, yes.
Including the Death Maidens?
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
Walk always in the light.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
I am certain you would have died too, had you stayed.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
Wow. Says a lot.
You ask who's to blame for this doom?
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirgist.
Of course. I'd love to hear your version of that story. I'm certain it will be amusing.
Well, it's not amusing. Dirgist's jewel has appeared again. And the time for secrets is over.
No more secrets? Then tell me if you are a god.
There was a great gem market here in Westmarch. I spend many a carefree day browsing the aisles. To think that I will never again see all those happy little stalls, those rows of jewels, and those gem cutters.
I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Wow, that's quite.
I keep hearing things. My mind must finally be going.
Negatively minded. Okay.
Is there anything on your mind, Hadric?
Yes, I've noticed your Templar friend is somewhat distracted these days.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth.
Oh, I see you looking at Arena every other moment.
Oh, it's just the way her hair catches the sun. It's very bright.
Got on the back foot there, mate.
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. Must be time for us to go on another adventure, right? Oh, I've been waiting for this.
What's bothering you, Cormac? You're not your usual joyful self today.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds? I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
A great man, who lived his life adhering to a code he believed to be true.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it. What shall we fight today?
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
Perhaps it is an echo of the magic the Prophet used to put you and your sisters to sleep.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You do not know how your sisters died, or how the Prophet's magic failed.
Why would the angels do this to us?
Right, well, that's that done.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
To save my friends.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is. King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up!
Don't be a fool. The only chance you have is to all work together.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke!
That's treason, citizen. You best watch yourself.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
And what are you doing with the king's private journal?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I'm so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
defenses are nothing.
The attacks are getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon. We've been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
Escort them to the Survivors' Enclave. Immediately. Need more time. Didn't see that coming, did you? Still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet. Need more time.
Just seeing these things walking the streets of Westmarch fills me with rage.
When I saw what the demons did to Chaldea, I felt the same. Use that fury.
Sound advice.
I astound myself. Not ready yet.
Some of these.
Your grave awaits! Me? I'm carrying too much. I am returning to town. Still waiting.
What the hell is going on out there?
Someone came for me. After all this time.
My friend Hadrid couldn't take your wailing any longer.
Bloody miracle! Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Nonsense. Let's get you to safety.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued. I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend. And now he won't go away.
You saved his life. Doesn't that make you responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him. And I told you to stay away from my forge. I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Need more time. Still waiting.
Repository of bones, commonly called the plague tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
This is quite disgusting. How does that feel? Not ready yet.
What about you? What brought you to take on the responsibilities of the world?
I found my destiny probably changing turn. Back on that, not back. Up. Still waiting.
Pardon? You're making yourself walk.
Not ready yet.
Cereal?
Your grave awaits! Too clean for murder kills. So who did this? What? More dead?
Death to the nobles!
What is this?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
I hate to question your genius plan, but it seems like a very bad time to depose your king.
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
Need more time. are nothing!
Prepare for a long fight!
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them. Do you know why this is happening? It's madness!
Just get your men to the Survivors' Enclave at the Cathedral as quickly as possible. My knowledge increases. Warming up. Your defenses are nothing. Not ready yet. Still waiting.
Wait a bit, some granola and stuff. Wait a bit, some granola.
How does that feel?
You destroyed the Coven. You, of all people, understand what I'm doing here. Our ill-gotten treasure is behind this door. We did despicable things to amass it. Desecrated tombs, robbed corpses. Things you would never do. I was going to destroy it, but you, the hand of righteousness, you can use it for good.
We should tread cautiously. I'm not sure any cultist can be trusted.
Trust this idiot.
The Order, you still seem very committed to battle.
I was a soldier in Westmarch before the Order. Fighting is in my blood.
Nephilim. I knew the greed that infects your kind would not let you pass this chest by. And now, you shall suffer for it.
I'm just warming up. Need more time. Not ready yet.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil.
That Death Maiden controls the Soul Crucible. Time for her to die.
There is no place for her in our world, so let us help her leave it.
Down upon yourself.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
How could you know that?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now.